Hey guys, me and Dave. It's 9/18/2023. So I thought I'd do a little video. It's about 9 p.m. Central Time. So there's not much going on. I'm watching videos on YouTube, listening to the Derek's call. Derek the perp. Listen to his call, and you know, um, you know, I know you guys don't want to listen to perps, but they are out there. I mean, there's tons of them out there, you guys. You know, so last night and tonight, um, we get these people on there that, like last night, there's this guy that they talked very intelligent. He seems smart and everything else, and he's like, by the way, I'm on meth. I was on meth. I'm on meth. By the way, I'm on meth. He was a perp, to discredit us, like we're drug addicts, we're child molesters, we're rapists, and all. I mean, I mean, they keep on doing this. Thank God nobody goes to these calls. Thank God nobody goes to these calls. That is worthwhile. I mean, Duncan doesn't go to these calls. Um, none of these doctors go to these calls and all this stuff because they know they're full of perps. They know they're full of perps, and stuff. So tonight I'm listening to Derek's call, and this guy's talking, and he's like, "Oh, well, I'm a meth head. I'm a meth head. I'm doing meth." I mean, why would you go on a call and talk about that? If you're a real TI and all this stuff, why would you announce to the world that you're a meth addict? Why would you announce that? What does that have to do with targeting? He's like, oh, I did meth and they left me alone. Left me alone. I did meth and they left me alone. This is 2 nights in a row. We have other fake TIs. They come on the call and they wanna say they do drugs and all this stuff. There's been people, pot, yeah, pot's illegal or is legal in some states, but it's illegal in a lot of other states. Why would you go on a call and say, I'm a pothead and I wish I had some right now, and I mean, it discredits the whole community. It takes one person to discredit the whole community, for TIs. The honest truth is that, um, you know you, I mean, you got the 1% of perps or fake TIs or whatever they are admitting they do drugs and meth and pot and all this stuff, and and they say they're drug addicts, and basically, and they come on these calls and talk on these calls and stuff. Um, why would you? What does that have to do with targeting? I mean, a meth head wouldn't. I mean, we have meth heads around here that are homeless and stuff like that. They're not gonna come out and say, "Oh, I'm a meth head. I'm a meth head." And label you, and stuff. So why did they come on these calls to say I'm a meth head and I do drugs and I do pot and stuff like that? So they're here for a purpose. They're here to discredit us. They're here. They're perps. Maybe they are meth heads. I don't know. I don't know. They use these people in our programs. Maybe they are meth heads. I mean, maybe they are. They find these people. They crawled underneath the rock. Crawled out from underneath the rock, and they use these people. They pay them $50, and they use the people. Um, the thing is that here's the thing: is that nobody goes to these calls. That's important. Nobody goes to these calls. It's important. They can, I mean, they can have these drug addicts, and they can have prostitutes on there. They can have, child molesters on there. They can have all these people on there, and nobody will give a shit because nobody goes to these calls who's worth anything. They don't go to these calls. I mean, Duncan doesn't go to these calls. Um, what's the other doctor? Oh God, I have his book. I can't think of his name right now. Um, the other doctor, he doesn't go to these calls. Nobody important goes to these calls. They have 60, 70 people on these calls, and they're wasting their money and they're wasting their time because nobody goes to these calls. And thank God for that. Thank God for that. Thank God for them not going to these calls because we got drug addicts and stuff like that, and that that puts us puts us in a bad spot. Oh yeah, all TIs are drug addicts. Oh, I'm smoking meth right now, and all stuff. So they discredit us, thinking that, oh, maybe these people deserve what they're going through, and stuff like that. So we have those people on the calls discrediting us and all this stuff. And um, why would you announce that to the world? I don't know. I really I can't figure it out, and stuff. So, but that's what happened tonight. It's happening right now. I got off the call because this guy was talking about he being a meth addict and all this stuff, and he probably really isn't a meth addict. The truth, the truth is that all the people that talk are perps. It's a control group, like Brian Two says. It's a control group. All the people that talk are perps. Um, like if Brian Two hopped on the call, you would have 10 perps on his ass. If Brian Two hopped on the call, there'd be 10 perps on his ass, interrupting him, uh, validating the technology and all the stuff. They would attack him, call him a faggot and all the stuff, and they would attack him because he's a real TI. He's a real TI. Um, he hops on these calls and he's attacked. Um, all the perps come out. I mean, uh, it's like a swarm of crows, you know, um, eating off roadkill. He hops on the call and they all attack him. I mean, they're all there. If you ever want to know who's a perp and who's not, um, have right to hop on the call, and he will have all the perps on him. That's it's like pigeons on feed or whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like flies on shit. Um, he will have all the perps attacking him, and they'll validate the technology and all the stuff, and they'll do that when he hops on the call. So that's what they do to real TIs. Now Dutch is a 79-year-old man. They made him fall down and all this stuff. He's being hit hard. He's in the hospital right now. He's being hit hard. 79 years old. 79 years old, you guys. He's been going through this for a long time. He's in California and all this stuff. And He is a real TI. He thinks Derek's real. He thinks Jax is real. He thinks all these perps are real. That's why they don't perp him. Because they think he thinks they're all real. He thinks Derek's real and all this stuff. He's here to help us and all this stuff. And and all this stuff. Um, so he's really going through it. He's a real TI, and he talks on these calls and stuff. I mean, it's common sense, you guys. Common sense. You're sensitized to stuff. You're sensitized to stuff. Um, you could tell who's real and who's not. I mean, you could tell who's real and who's not. You could tell when they're out to get you, and they say parts of your life and all this stuff, and and you could just tell. You could tell. 90% of the people who talk on these calls are perps. There might be a few real ones, but 90% of them are fake, and that's what they do. So if people are hopping on there saying they're drug addicts and all this stuff, why we don't? I don't. If you're on meth, I don't. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear you're on meth. You're all methed out. Stuff, and you're being targeted, and I did meth and they left me alone, and I don't want to hear that. I don't do drugs. I've never did drugs in my life, and these people are coming on there, and they're saying they're drug addicts and stuff to discredit us, I'm so sick of this shit, you guys. I'm so sick of this shit. I just, I'm so sick of this. This guy was giving me cramps today, and it's like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna send me to the hospital again? Are you gonna send me to the hospital again? Are we gonna go to the hospital for cramps this time? You're gonna give me cramps. I never had cramps in my life. I never had heartburn in my life. It's them doing all this stuff. They can do everything. Manipulate your body when your brain is mapped out. They can manipulate your body and do anything. So, I'm so sick of going through this, you guys, every day. I'm so sick of going through this every day. I'm not gonna go hurt myself. I will contact people, and hopefully they'll make them stop. If he keeps on sending me to the hospital, that's fine. I'll keep on going to the hospital until they make this dumbass stop. Because it's one thing after another. I bet you he racked up from my insurance about $20,000 in medical bills. $20,000 in medical bills so far. And I gotta pay almost $1,000 out of pocket for my medical bills. I can't go camping. I want to go camping. I can't go camping because I got so many damn medical bills I gotta pay for. It's $73 a month to the hospital. It's $40 a month to the ambulance. Now I gotta pay more to the clinic every month. I'm broke. I don't know if this guy is trying to make me broke or what his deal is, but he keeps on sending me to the doctor and the hospital every damn week. Every week he doesn't stop. This has been going on for 16 months. 16 months. Why don't they get rid of this guy? Why is he so important they can't get rid of this guy? Because they've never done this before in my program. They've never done this before in my program. Now he's going to do something else. It hasn't even been a week. Now he's going to give me cramps. Now he's going to give me cramps. And I'll have to go to the hospital for that. I'm having such bad cramps I can't take it. It's unreal. This guy is a dipshit. And I don't know why they don't get rid of this guy. Why is he in my program? Why don't they get rid of him? They're not going to get rid of him. The contractors want the worst for me. They must hire these guys. Oh, you could do anything you want to him. They must hire handlers. Oh, you could do anything you want to him. You can do anything you want to him, and we won't stop it. And I got a lot of women in my program, you guys. I got a lot of women in my program. Complete psychopaths. They do not want this stopped. They won't stop it. I've had women working the weapons. They won't stop it. They want the worst for me. They want the worst. And they got the worst. They hired this guy. He is the worst handler operator in the world. And he keeps on sending me to the doctor in the hospital. I've been there over 10 times, you guys, in the last 16 months. Over 10 times. 4 times for throwing up alone. Once for the dentist. They sent me to the hospital once. Well, they sent me to the hospital twice. So now he's going to send me to the hospital for cramps. He's going to give me so bad of cramps, I'm going to go to the hospital. And they'll be like, I don't know what's going on with you. But this is evidence. I didn't have E. coli. There ain't no damn E. coli in my system. I don't eat raw meat. I don't even eat hamburger. There ain't no raw meat in my diet. It was a cover-up. It was a cover-up. To make it look like there's something wrong with me because they knew there was nothing wrong with me. And that's what they do. They cover it up. To protect these fools. There ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm not throwing up for no reason. There ain't nothing wrong with me. I take medication I don't need, and I haven't threw up since Thursday, but he can make me throw up tomorrow, or make me have cramps tomorrow. Then we'll go to the hospital again, and we'll do it until they make them stop. We'll do it until they make them stop. Until somebody makes them stop. Until somebody says, knock it off, dipshit. Stop. And that's what we'll do. It's cost me money. I'm broke. I got medical bills to pay for. I'm trying to buy this house next year and pay off my credit cards and fix this house up a little bit. I think I have no money for it. I'm broke for all these medical bills. And that's what they want to do. I can't even go camping. You guys, with my dog, So anyway, that's my video for tonight. I'm going to cut this off. I'll talk to you guys later.